The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Tired of ads crashing your comedy podcast party? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free comedy to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Now then, you lot, we need your help. We need to make our piratical adventure simply the best D&D 5e podcast out there on the 7 seas. So, we've decided to be very brave indeed and launch our own Roll Britannia Patreon page. And don't you worry. Though we may be scoundrels and vagabonds in the Shattered Lands, we're certainly not going to be stealing your hard-earned booty to line our coffers. All of the money we raise will be ploughed right back into the show, so we can be the best that we can be. So what's in it for me, I hear you say? Well, there's a whole treasure chest's worth to be had. There's exclusive Buccaneer prologues so that you can learn some of the secrets of our favourite heroes and where it all began. You'll also be able to read the finest tabloid on the high seas, the Daily Dath. You can get your hands on ARC-exclusive merchandise too that you won't find in our shop. And the best part, your very own handcrafted, beautifully made and totally unique piece of crap art drawn just for you by your favourite Buccaneer. Just look out for Roll Britannia on patreon.com, or even easier, follow the links in our social media or Linktree pages and let us navigate the way for you. And worry not, the nautical antics of the Roll Britannia Buccaneers will still be available every Wednesday as usual, absolutely free. After all, we certainly wouldn't want any of our amazing and loyal fans to be spending any more than they can afford. We wouldn't have got anywhere without you and all the other awesome fans out there. So, with your help and your support, you can make this show even better. Previously on Roll Britannia.
I'm going to pull out one of the only personal possessions that I've got left, purpley blue stone, and think about the last time I saw my brother Milo.
Mally?
Cade.
I knew I'd get you again, brother.
While the chaos above is happening, I'm going to get my letter that I've written, and I'm going to stab it into the nearest pillar.
Jeff, Derek, Malrus isn't breathing.
Well, what is wrong?
We've lost Malrus. He's dead.
These boys say they are a captive aboard their ship. I wish him to be brought aboard and locked in the academy. Pray, who is that?
You're here, Malrus, you're alive. You were stabbed with deadly nightfall. How are you alive?
I don't really remember.
Malrus will need to see Cade. We'd like him to be escorted, please.
Adventurers wanted, sunset, wizard sleeve. Thank you everybody for being here. Whoever can neck a bottle of Yeastmaster the fastest will go in first.
Good.
Fling open the door, grab the first one, and push him into the pub.
Methamphetamine.
Alright, it's meth.
Welcome to the crew.
I have arranged for you to have a conversation with Cade in this secret location.
You're right, brother.
I killed you.
It's me, Milo.
How are you still here?
I will have my revenge.
Holy boy, you have some explaining to do.
Yeah, Mal.
How are you alive?
Some sort of magical stone that Malrus had, the purple one.
Aye.
It seemed to have trapped my life force in it.
You will not discuss his erstwhile existence with anybody.
You're coming with me right now.
We were told not to discuss it.
With anyone else. We have gone to too much for this to be sprung on us like this. Keth, I'll meet you at the Fallen Cleric.
Malrus has Milo.
He is Milo. Get here now.
Where are you?
Back at the Fallen Cleric. Get here quick.
What the fuck is going on?
Let's ask some questions and see who we really have on board.
Hello, lads.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action.
Take 3.
Got very bright.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi.
We're in a new house.
A brand new house built today.
Yeah. In fact, some of the construction is still going on.
It is, yes.
Week.
And we're all wearing appropriate hats for our characters.
We're hatted.
Yep. Can't do an audio recording without wearing hats.
That's an important fact
It is
of
what
life.
they say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Audio sounds better in a hat.
True.
Yep.
Yes, it's true.
Less of an echo.
Yep.
Yeah. Good, sound deadening. It's you sound very close.
Yep.
And I particularly like Keth because it has a giant feather on it.
And a
very
giant label
fancy.
hanging from the back of it.
For the viewers at home, I'm not wearing anything else.
It's just the hat. It made us all a bit uncomfortable at first, but we've come around to it.
The feather covers all of the
It's not on
important
my
areas.
head.
At the moment.
It seems to be higher up than before.
If I get that to 20, the hat's going to rise. Not very far.
Oh.
Thanks,
So,
Speaking
Don't
of
put yourself
rising,
down. You've got a massive cock.
now, it's been mere days since we last played.
yes.
Mere days. A matter of moments. A flicker in the eye of a child.
Do you know what? You're wasted on this.
Yeah. It's got such a way with words.
I know.
So eloquent. It's just beautiful.
Yes.
What was going on?
Quick as a child's wish.
Oh, God. More precious than the tear of a squirrel.
Yes. Very important, those. There's a natural resource.
An orphan's wish.
Now, last time we played, you were all dealing with the news of the arrival of Milo.
Yes.
Milogeddon, maybe? I don't know.
Ooh, I like that. I like it.
And yeah, I think we left the action. You had all just entered the room, and Milo had said,
Hello, boys.
What? Why are you in Malrus's body? Who are you? Explain yourself.
Look, I'm glad you all know now. I just really hated pretending to be my brother.
What?
I have to say, it's been great.
I liked
to
it.
finally...
Don't look at me, Jack.
I know.
I'm just confused.
Been great to finally put some faces to those voices I've been hearing all this time.
What?
What do you mean?
Have you been bugging us?
Are you living under his hat?
No,
What did you say?
that stone that he carried around, when I died first time round about a while ago, I got...
What?
I ended up in it. I don't know how.
When you died the first time around a while ago, you ended up in a stone.
Yes.
You heard that right.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And it makes fuck all sense to you as well?
it's nonsense.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Cool. Good.
absolute nonsense.
Sorry. Try that again, but in actual using English or any kind of common that we... Yeah.
Dwarvish would
Let
be
me try
nice.
that again, but using common.
You run that past me again.
Put your teeth back in, Jeff.
Just
This dust on this ship is a real nightmare today. Yeah.
Should get it cleaned.
That's
Get it mopped.
It's not really top of my priorities right now. Stranger in Malrus's body.
Yeah, coming into our ships, telling us what to do,
Fucking
taking
hell.
over our friends.
First he takes over our friends, now he's taking over the ship.
that's-
Honestly, the cheek.
The cheek. Absolute cheek of this half.
What do you mean? You said it's nice to put faces to voices.
I've been with you all since Malrus first walked onto that.
No, we'd have noticed you.
No, I've been in the stone.
You've been spying
this whole
on us.
time. I could
You've
hear
been
you.
stoned this whole time. Yeah, but that doesn't explain why we can't remember you.
Look, I'm very familiar with stones.
Look,
And none of them have ears.
Jeff, you.
He's a ranger. We should know.
You blew up a kraken.
I'm glad you finished that sentence. I did.
You, Derek, you lost a beard. It was very loud.
You don't know anything about me. I'm going to just pull one of my Poppins braces of blades out. And this will never hold up in court.
And
Allegedly.
the way you... the way
Thanks,
you
Jeff,
took
forgot.
on those goblins and those cockwombles
Brilliant, dude.
sounded absolutely incredible.
No, it doesn't sound anything like me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a humble dwarf.
How does a goblin sound amazing? Like what?
Killing.
The killing sounded
and
amazing.
The explosions.
Jeff's going to put flames in his hands with the fact that this stranger has just said the killing sounded amazing.
Those sound like crimes, mister, and I will have nothing to do with them. I'm a legitimate business dwarf, I'll have you know.
Derek, you don't understand.
Look, I was there when Malrus jumped off that tower and took you with him. That was fun, wasn't it?
No. Next question.
I don't remember
and
you being
Keth,
there.
Thank you for looking after my brother towards the end.
But he didn't do a great job.
I know, but it was Deadly Nightthorn. He wasn't coming back from that, let's face it.
I was very gentle.
He let him get stabbed.
And also...
if we're going to say that, Malrus let himself get stabbed.
You're talking to us now. You did come back from it.
So hang
Malrus.
I'm not Malrus.
Have you had a head injury?
I mean, yeah, several.
Well,
so
same here.
If you're not Malrus, you are Milo, and Milo is a stone that also is Malrus's brother. Is that right?
What did your mum get up to?
There's a moment in history that Milo remembers. And I'm going to paint this moment for you in words that sort of describe the whole scene. The scene is... it's Malrus. He's packing his few possessions from this humble living situation he finds himself in. He seems to be packing hurriedly. The magical goods that he acquired from the Ark storage facility have all now been sold, bar one. The stone that Milo handed him. Malrus just couldn't face getting rid of that. And it sits pride of place on the small, humble little table that he has in this room. As we see him in the background packing the final few items that he intends to take with him as he prepares to leave Neverwinter for good. And as he's packing, the stone begins to glow. Faint at first, and then we see sparks inside, sparks of energy that seem to ripple and swirl. And for a moment, just a moment, it seems that these sparking lights form the shape of Malrus's own face. The glow subsides, and as Malrus finishes packing the last of his possessions, he turns, surveys the room, trying to remember this final place before he sets out on his potentially final adventure. And as he leaves the room, he picks up the stone and puts it safely in his pocket.
Look, Malrus, I've had enough of people taking over other people's bodies, and you guys know I'm one to talk, so...
Yeah.
True.
Can you just please make it make sense to me?
Look, when Cade caught me and Malrus a while ago, he took me to an art facility. He strapped me to a chair, and then the next thing I knew, I could see...
Sorry. He was putting his rings on.
And then the next thing I knew, I could see Malrus. He was packing, and then that was it. I was in a tavern, and then on a ship, and then you guys were there.
So you could see Malrus, but hear our voices?
Well, no, I just could see him for just a moment, then it all went dark. And then I just heard you blowing something up, commotion about some water and a beard and stuff. You saving him.
Trying to.
Loads of things. It's all just so overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah. At least we're on the same page about something.
It's a lot to take in.
It's a lot for me
Milo
to take in and be here, and see you all. Now look, can we just go to the Valkyrie? There's one thing that I do remember, and as you were battling above, as Malrus was in the cabin, he was writing a letter, so I think we can go find it.
Right, okay. So you want us to come with you, from a stone brother of our now dead friend, who was killed by his other brother, to a ship that comes out of a bottle to maybe find a letter that the now dead friend might have written and left there. And you're going to take us there.
When you put it like that, it definitely doesn't sound like a trap.
There is something I'm unsure about. Jeff's going to fire a message to Derek and just say telepathically, listen, mate, I know this seems odd, but we need to find out more. And at this point, we're getting the same stone story over and over again. Just keep your wits about you. And if you stay behind, maybe keep an eye on everything from the back. And if it all goes wrong, I'll just set the whole ship on fire. We'll just burn the Valkyrie to the sea. Done.
Let's cut Malrus's head off as well. Just to make sure.
We'll make sure he's on the...
Something I've always wanted to do, Jeff.
All right.
Isn't that something you're supposed to do with vampires? Stake them and then cut their heads off?
Well, who knows what he is? God.
How do you defeat stones then, God? Paper.
Paper, yeah.
I was drawing breath for that.
We all know this, just not anything but scissors. Anything but scissors. Cool. So, what are we doing, boys? What's going to happen?
Are you going to follow me?
Keth, are you going to join us? You can have your gun out if it makes you feel better.
It's already out.
Okay, well that's...
Not that one.
Oh!
Just behind the hat.
I meant a proper gun.
Brittany's already in... Because how weird. Brittany's already in Keth's hand anyway.
Put her down.
Okay. Oh! Just hit him, baby, one more time.
Keth puts it in his hands anyway. And I said, okay, Milo, but you're going to understand, we've never met you.
I know.
And we don't know if we can trust you.
I realise that.
You might have been through a lot with us, but we've not been through anything with you.
Just because you look like Malrus doesn't make you able to replace him.
I can try, can't I?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Let's go find this letter. See if he's got any answers for us, because, to be honest, you haven't.
I'm going to get really close to Milo's face and just with my horrible, hangover breath.
Hazelnut breath.
Clean shaven face.
Yeah.
Method hazelnuts, what a combination.
Yeah. Oh. I just want you to know that if you try anything, just because you're in the body of our friend doesn't mean I won't absolutely destroy you.
Oh, I know, Derek.
You don't know anything about us.
I know more than you think.
I'm going to just pop his bracer of blades and just give him a little nick on the chin.
Roll to hit.
That is a braces of blades.
Natural 20, blood everywhere. Oh my god.
A 16.
Come back from that one, fucker.
Plus,
he's got sepsis.
That's a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
I suspect that hits, yeah.
There's a lot more where that came from.
All right, sorry. Derek, calm down. Okay, let's not have any more bloodshed. There's been a lot of that going around. Keth.
Oh, well.
So let's not cover this boat anymore in pink. It's starting to become a little bit of an untamed colour. Let's follow. I appreciate what you're doing. We've got an eye on him. I've got me. Yeah, Malrus, see this? Jeff puts fire into his hands, and then tries to do the fingers, but realises he's got fire in his hands, so can't. Luckily, my immunity to flame will be good. I've made that up, but I'd like to think I have.
Roll for eyebrows.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a
roll
D4.
Deception immunity.
It's a 1 on a D4, so I only lose 1 eyebrow.
Yep. Why have you got 4 eyebrows?
Where are the other 2?
Exactly.
Is it the left or the right?
Unfortunately, it's just an audio podcast. The viewers at home will never know.
You know, God.
This is an important question. Which eyebrow?
Yes.
Which eyebrow do you singe?
I'm going to singe my left eyebrow because it's basically already gone. Not that you get a choice in the matter, that it's basically, oh, you're going to choose for me, aren't you?
I am now.
Great success.
No, left one's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm watching you, Malrus. Milo, shit, this is going to be really difficult. Come on, lead the way then. Okay. You seem to know all about this. Let's, show us how much you do know.
I'm going to go to the top deck.
Okay.
And turf the Valkyrie out over the side.
Oh, fuck, he opened it outdoors. I was really concerned he was just going to... Yeah.
Keth's going to follow up behind everybody, like, muttering, like...
So there's a bit, as the Valkyrie appears, there's a sort of sway to the ship as suddenly there's a ship occupying a load of space in water, and it sloshes a load aside, and down below decks you can hear some crockery smashing.
Sorry.
That was my grandmother's.
I didn't even know we had crockery.
Well, that was the Wedgwood.
Derek's grandmother stole it.
Yes. Yeah, she stole it. Exactly.
Wait, did you say that was your grandmother's or that was your grandmother? Have you got an old lady just chilling downstairs?
Made of crockery.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Is that the step up from the stuffed old lady that you can get for your libraries and things like that?
What, a crockery one?
Yeah, for very rich, fancy people.
Ceramic old lady.
Ceramic old lady just sat in the corner.
Are fragile.
Cool. Now, given that I think we're all in agreement that the Valkyrie is a considerably smaller ship than the Fallen Cleric.
Yeah, it's not as big as my beast. The ship's also not as big.
What's the strategy for everyone getting down from the Fallen Cleric onto the Valkyrie?
Before we do this, lads, I'd quite like to do investigation. I want to pat down Milo for any weapons that he might have on him.
I'm going to have everything that Malrus would have had on him.
Oh, I'd like those, please, Milo. Or Malrus, or whatever the fuck your name is.
Okay, but you've got to give them me back.
We'll see. And then
is this a mugging?
And then I'd like to just push Malrus off the side of the ship.
Okay. Roll to hit, I guess.
Off the side of the ship.
That is only a... what do I get for... What would it be? For unarmed?
Unarmed, yeah, so...
I rolled a 5, naturally, so it would come up to like a 8 max.
Then
So probably...
you trip over yourself, because my AC's a 15.
Well, we'll see what the DM says.
So it's like when a child tries to... Just like... There's nothing. There's no movement.
You know, Milo's pretty low to the ground. He's a sort of, you know, halflings are quite planted, really. Pretty used to people kicking downwards, I guess. So no, you try to give him a little shove, and he just sort of rolls his shoulder a little bit as you do. You're not off.
He knows some magic. This one.
He knows some manoeuvres. Let's face it.
Did he lift lazily to the left by any chance? Right, enough of this, everyone. We're not having pushing and shoving. If we're going to do this, we've got to have some sort of decorum here. So Jeff's going to cast Scatter.
Ooh.
Okay, a new spell.
What does that
do?
Burning through some spell slots nice and early. What are we doing?
Straight in. It's level 6 spell. Scatter. It's a teleportation spell. The air quivers around you and up to 5 creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
I'm uncomfortable with the use of quivers there as well.
Ooh. You teleport each affected target to an unoccupied space that you can see within 120 feet of you. That space must be on the ground or on a floor. If you're unwilling, then you've got to succeed on a wisdom saving throw to resist the spell. So I'm just going to state that as Jeff. Come on, lads. Enough messing around. Let's get down there. Scatter. And then I'm going to see who's willing.
Yeah, is anyone unwilling to be scattered?
Sorry, what does it do again?
It moves us from where we are
Down
to where
to
I
where?
want to be. So basically, it's putting us onto the deck.
At least 100, a maximum of 120 feet.
120 feet, that's it, yeah.
Keth's willing.
It's got technically it's got a range of 30 feet for the people within me, around me. So they have within me, I know, right?
Why is everybody inside everybody?
No stones needed. So as long as you 4 are within 30 feet, which you are, then I can transport us to 120 feet away. So in other words, I'll say scatter, and then we'll, if you're willing, would appear on the deck of the Valkyrie.
Bear in mind that none of you know what this spell does.
Yeah, Derek would be unwilling to.
Well, I mean, okay, I will allow it. If you want to roll an Arcana check to see if you know what the spell does, then
will it just happen?
Yeah, why not?
Well, yeah. Roll Arcana if you want. If you want to quickly know if your character would know.
Just to see then, because you just go poof.
Yes.
That's an 18 from me.
18.
Just to see if Keth does
you've seen it before.
That is a 9.
You have no idea.
I have a -7 to Arcana.
Yes, you do.
And that's a natural 4. -3.
You are adamant that this spell turns you into a chicken.
Well, then I'd like to do a wisdom saving throw to avoid being turned into one of Keth's chickens, please.
Yeah.
That's a 17 plus 3, so 20.
And that competes against...
Oh, sorry, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That is +3.
Okay. So
that's against your spell DC.
Right, so that's 8.
Spellcasting DC, or whatever it is. So
8.
No, it'd be higher than 8.
No, it's way higher than 8.
Spell save DC would be...
It's not a spell, it's a spellcasting...
Oh.
It's gonna be like 13 or 14 or something.
Yeah.
Probably 14.
Spell attack bonus would be +8.
Yeah, usually... Yeah.
Oh yeah, my spell attack bonus is 8.
We're learning some D&D here.
Yeah, actual D&D.
Yeah, this is why we can put educational on the show description.
Yeah, it's true. The only one who's actually got any idea how D&D works is currently trying to figure it out.
Yes.
He's employing the rules lawyer.
Yes. I activate Rules Lawyer.
Where's my wig?
Yes. Roll for lawyering. Soliciting. Harassing. Judging.
Yes, all of those.
And sometimes executioning.
Spell save DC.
8, 16.
16, there you go.
16.
Don't Google it. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
So it's not, I've got spell attack bonus +8, but I've got a spell save of 16. So I don't. So you don't
do it.
Cool.
You don't get turned into a chicken.
I'm just going to stay up here.
Ha-ha!
Do you know what it is?
Lasers.
I know what
Are
it
you
is.
willing?
Yes.
You don't know what it is. Are you willing?
Yes.
Sound. The three of us.
The three of you appear on the deck, and Derek, you are still leaning over the rail, looking at these 3 people that have just appeared down there.
Are you coming or what?
Oh,
Come on.
Oh, get over it, Keth.
Are you all right,
really
mate?
waiting for Derek just to
He's
switch
turning.
with one of you.
Yeah.
Oh, look. He's gone all green.
I resemble that remark. I hate when that...
What have I told you about my hatred for magic? And then I'm going to use my ring of jumping to jump on.
Just to leap away in this direction out of the story.
Yeah.
Cool, okay, yeah. You're all down on the deck of the Valkyrie, and the fallen cleric is sort of just bobbing away next to you a little bit higher up. It wasn't exactly like a big jump down, and I would have said it was only probably about 6 feet higher up. It's not,
Oh.
There was a rope ladder right
you
there.
could have climbed. It's not like the Dath that's just towering over.
Now they're sick everywhere.
None of you asked, so I just sort of went for
The
it.
first time we go from one boat onto another, we jump at like 25 feet down. Yeah, no problem. We'll just drop it. Now there's 6 foot. We best use spells. We're older and wiser now.
Keth's emptier now.
Cool. What are we doing then? We're on the deck of the Valkyrie. It's a nice ship. Reminiscent of the sort you would find in a ship with a ship in a bottle. Almost, because it is.
Staring swords at Milo Malrus.
Malrus.
Come on. Let's just go below deck.
Yeah. Do it.
You lead the way, Keth. We'll follow.
No, I think Milo should lead the way.
Oh, yeah, I think... Yeah. Well, I meant out of the 3 of us, the 3 core ones that are left.
Sure. You can stay back. Actually, no, I'll watch the rear.
Oh, I don't like it when you do that. It makes me really uncomfortable.
I'm just going to walk off
Wait, where are you going?
to below deck.
So are you following Milo down. I'm just really struggling to say Milo. It's quite. I want to say. I see him, and I want to say Malrus every time. I'm hoping that in the next sort of.
It's never going to change.
36 hours.
2 years. 2 years solid.
Think about how it is for me, who, never learned his real name.
Now you've got a chance to start fresh.
Yeah. What are we doing then?
Keth will stumble after Milo because he doesn't want to let him out of his sight.
Right.
He's off again.
I'm gonna watch the back for. I'd like to do a perception check just in case it's like a trap and there's anybody sneaking up on us.
I'm just going to follow Keth cautiously, but Keth seems to be in the lead of the group, so he's gonna. Jeff just can keep an eye on him, keep an eye on Milo.
So you're all following in a sort of weird procession.
Yeah.
Everyone keeping an eye on someone else's back except for the last
Somebody
person.
wanting to stab
Except-
me in the back.
Yeah. Okay. Good. A conveyor belt of backstabbing.
Yes.
And you head down the stairs below the decks, and you find downstairs. You see something that looks quite out of place. You see a piece of parchment that has been. For want of a better word, nailed to a big piece of timber that makes up some of the structure of the ship.
I think this might be his letter. I'm surprised you haven't been in here before, to be honest. There's been plenty of time.
It did seem right.
We just left the bottle. That was sort of his thing.
Gonna pull the letter off the thing and I guess for now, as it was put there with a knife, leave the knife in the wall so as not to rile them up.
I mean, it's wise when people are very mistrusting of you to not just grab weaponry, I guess.
Derek heavily laden with all of Malrus's weapons as well as his own.
No, I threw them in the ocean.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. No, I didn't. That was just a joke.
No, I sold them.
I pawned them.
Yeah. They're in an undisclosed location.
It's pretty mullet.
It's not in my anus. Stop.
That needs to be on a mug.
That's a t-shirt.
That is a t-shirt.
Can you have the little sphincter at the bottom of the mug so when you tip it up, you're like, it's not in my... Oh, it might have been in my anus.
It will be soon.
Yeah.
Come on then, Milo. Malrus.
So I'm just going to...
What does it say?
I'm just going to unfold the letter.
Hang on, no. I was about to say, I'll read it and then realise I have no idea what the letter says. Okay, I don't trust you to read the correct thing. Jeff doesn't trust Milo that he's going to read the right thing, but Chip doesn't know anything about what's going on, so he's going to shut up. Yeah, go on. Read it. But believe me, we'll be checking.
You can read it over his shoulder if you like.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
You'll read it over his shoulder. Yeah.
I do love it when it's in the third person.
Yeah.
So that's
What does it say?
It says, sorry, lads.
Oh, you read it, Milo.
I know you wanted to go back to Piri.
Read it in Malrus's voice.
But we need to finish the mission.
I don't believe you.
And I can't, and I won't let Kate get away with that watch. I'll fight to my last breath. We need to get it back to Timbers. It's possibly the safest thing for all these things right now. Well, safer than in the hands of the Empire, at least. Just be careful. I don't know about you, but all these items have been really weird. And if you ask me, if Cade has it, well, who knows what could happen. Anyway, it's been a wild ride since that Kraken. I only joined up to that weird captain's crew to find my twin Milo. And that didn't work out. But I did make 3 best friends. And we did have some wild adventures. I'd leave something to you all, but Derek would probably have stolen it all anyway, let's face it. So you haven't divvied it all up by the time you read this, then, well, I don't know, you have to fight over it. If you can, inform my sister Zamfire, resident of the Toscopple estate just outside Neverwinter. She will have access to all of my final wishes and be able to distribute my holdings and belongings I have in storage accordingly. Now, Derek, stay away from all that, I know what you're thinking. She will also know how to pass on the message to the rest of my family. Thinking of my family, can I leave you with a personal mission? I need you to try and find Milo. I know Cade had him last, and if I can't get any answers from him in the time that I have left, I trust you boys know what to do to get the correct answers and hand him over to Timbers. He could be a valuable prisoner.
So what? So Milo's reading that out loud. You're definitely going to grab him. Can I roll to grapple?
Derek's just crying.
I don't think I've got much time left. And if what Keth said is true, to be honest, right now I could do with having a lie down. So I have to say, I will miss you all, and try not to get yourselves captured or killed. Oh, and don't blow up my ship. Malrus.
Finally, the part of the show that I know you've secretly been waiting for has arrived, so settle in and don't mind that slightly scruffy parrot over there. It's time for your moment with the Master. Let's begin! First things first, though, thank you so much for leaping aboard and joining us again as we sail across the seven seas of piratical podcast pandemonium. We'd be totally lost without your support every week, so thank you very, very much from all of us here and the Roll Britannia crew. Okay, it's shout-out time. Here we go. Pedro, bring me my scroll. Wonderful, you've made it. Wait, what's that? Well, of course I've noticed your new hairdo. It's hard to miss. Well, you said you were going for a new look. I thought maybe like a parakeet or something. Well, how you've managed to achieve a mullet using feathers is really, well, quite amazing. Somehow it works, I guess. No, I don't want to touch it. Yeah, just give me the scroll and off you go. Yeah, okay, thank you. Good. So this week's shout out goes to Marshall at Squishy Nos Inc., who dropped us a DM on Twitter. Thank you so much for getting in touch, Marshall. We couldn't believe how long you've been playing D&D. Hopefully, one day we'll be veterans just like you. Now, just like Marshall, you can have a shout out of your very own, and all you have to do is sacrifice your first... No, sorry, Derek wrote that. Actually, it's incredibly easy to do. Just get in touch with us on social media, whatever platform you like. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. We're really easy to find. So as long as you actually start chatting with us, comment on a post, a question you have about the show maybe, or even something like a photo of you in your latest Roll Britannia merch, you're in with a chance of a shout out. So just, get involved. Wait, what's that on the horizon? It looks like some ships. It's a fleet of sponsorships.
Support for Roll Britannia is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in the business for men's below-the-waist grooming. Outside of just ball trimming, Manscaped are now focusing their efforts on helping out your crown jewels in other ways with their game-changing boxers. Now, when I say game-changing, I really do mean game-changing. These boxers have some incredible features, like the micromodal fabric, buttery soft and breathable, which helps to keep your cucumber cool. Walk, run, strut. These moisture-wicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. Their tagless waistband hugs your body without digging in, and it lays flat against your skin to reduce that irritating chafing. And the feature's so good it had to be trademarked, the Jewel Pouch. A pouch designed to cradle your jewels in their own special space, lined with perforated performance fabric to keep them well ventilated. Basically, just imagine your balls on the French Riviera, taking in the sea breeze, perhaps enjoying a locally sourced wine. So, let your balls breathe and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. Plus, get 20% off and free shipping by using the code ROLLBRIT at manscaped.com. That's ROLLBRIT to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Once the Boxers 2.0 touch your sack, you'll never go back.
Roll Britannia are now proud to be sponsored by The Dice Dungeon, a UK-based company who strive to make metal and resin dice sets alike more accessible for players of the RPG games worldwide. Maybe you want some metal dice. The weight, the balance, the feel in your hand and the sweet sound of rolling that natural 20. You can't beat it. Or maybe you fancy resin dice, a lightweight alternative containing a little extra flair than the other basic acrylic sets. Resin D&D dice hold their shine for much longer, making them a great long-term purchase. The Dice Dungeon has a wide range of styles and colours that will keep all you D&D dice goblins happy. I know how it is though. Sometimes there are just too many pretty click-clack rocks to choose from. So if you're struggling to decide what to buy, How about a completely random matching metal dice set with the Dice Dungeon Bag of Fates? There are 25 different dice sets available, including some dice never stocked before, so you could get a completely unique set not available anywhere else in the Dice Dungeon. Every order over £30 comes with free UK shipping, with worldwide shipping available, and is packed in a secure, padded envelope, making them extra safe during delivery. So what are you waiting for? You know you need more dice, really. So head over to thedicedungeon.co.uk and use discount code ROLLBRIT for 10% off your order. That's code ROLLBRIT for 10% off your order at thedicedungeon.co.uk. I mean, it can't hurt to just have a quick look.
Nothing brings a tabletop role-playing game to life more than miniatures. So here at Roll Britannia, we've made friends with some people who have been making miniatures since 2020 and are based right here in the UK. Welcome to the crew, We Print Miniatures. Not only do they offer a warm and friendly service, they make the best miniatures licensed from independent designers worldwide. And with their exclusive offer code of ROLLBRIT, you can get 10% off your entire order. We Print Miniatures have sold over 25,000 miniatures so far, and whilst they might be based right here in the UK, they ship to loads of other places too, including the USA, France and even Australia, with all shipments tracked to your door for peace of mind. So, to get your hands on some top quality miniatures and bring your next game to life, head over to weprintminiatures.com and be sure to add discount code ROLLBRIT to get 10% off your entire order. That's weprintminiatures.com and use code ROLLBRIT for 10% off your entire order.
Now, you've gotten this far with the show, and that must mean that you're loving all things Roll Britannia, right? So, why not do something lovely for all of us and write a smashing 5-star review? Whether you get your weekly dose of nautical nonsense on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podchaser, or wherever, there's almost certainly somewhere nearby where you can leave a review, and it'll take less time than it takes to listen to this ad break to write. Well, and it really helps us to grow the show. So, we'd really appreciate it, of course. And whilst you're there, get that subscribe button bashed and tell your mates to do the same. Otherwise, you'll find yourself as a test audience member in the return of Miracles with Malrus. Right, that's enough from me this week, and those four are probably running amok, and I have a world to run, so get back in there. Go!
Aww.
Just tears.
That's really sweet. Jeff would like to grab Milo, because Malrus's letter suggested that he might need to be taken to Timbers.
No, it didn't. Cade. Take Cade to Timbers.
Oh, right.
Cade.
I misread that bit. I thought he meant that we needed us to take... There's a lot of different parties.
Here's a copy of the letter.
I know, I've just read it. I'll take it.
There's a copy. Have you just been Xeroxing it in the background?
Here's the
letter. Rewriting it.
This is a photocopier on the door.
Here's individual Matrix printers. Really takes me the majesty of the moment, doesn't it?
The printer just beeps and it says, I need magenta! It's black and white!
Let's photocopy our prison wallets.
Okay, what's happening then, boys?
You hear a thump as Keth just slumps against one of the walls and then slides down and sits at the bottom. He's only just got over Malrus dying. He's been transported straight back. So he's there sort of staring into space, really, trying to now process what he has just heard. Like hearing Malrus's last bit when he couldn't save him, so that's hit him very hard.
Derek's gone up onto deck. He doesn't want to show everybody that he's crying, and it's weird for him to hear those final words come out of Malrus's own mouth.
I imagine it's weird for all of you, to be fair.
It's very hard. Very hard.
Yes, we know it's hard, but stop playing with it.
Stop ruining the majesty. Endless penises.
I believe there should be about 2 to 3 cats on board.
To be fair, there were. Yep.
this is all, like you say, this is all really weird. I'm not sure if I don't really know how to feel at the moment. Derek's wandered off. He's probably gone to have a cry. He doesn't think we know, but we can all hear him.
I can still hear you.
Well, if we could hear you sobbing then. Yeah, so Derek's gone off. Keth, you all right down there? I know.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
I'm just in a bit numb at the moment, to be honest. Everything just keeps happening. Things keep going wrong. Weird things keep happening. You're Malrus, but you're not Malrus. Talking Malrus's words.
It's weird for me too.
I know.
I didn't expect to be here.
This isn't about you. You were in a stone. We went through some things. And now he's gone.
So did I.
He did die.
We don't know about that. Tell us about that then. I want to know more about how you died. Because, we've watched Malrus die and now he's here. So you're saying you died as well? How did you die?
I told you when we were with Timbers.
There's a lot gone on since then, mate. Lots of things happening. Let's just have a refresher. Lads, Derek, come down. He's still explaining how he died.
I'm not crying. It's just the meth hangover.
Come on, Derek.
Fine, but he has to turn and face the wall because I can't fucking look at him at the moment.
What if we put a bag over his head? There's a potato
sack in the corner.
Perfect idea.
You did that to Malrus, you're not doing that to me. It was fucking funny at the time.
Well, we could use a laugh. Jeff's just sort of slowly lifting the bag.
I think if you want to be part of the crew, Milo, you should get in the bag.
All the cool kids are doing it.
We all did it. You didn't see that in your stone.
It's this bag, or I'm pretty sure Derek has a different bag he might have access to, which you don't want to go into.
No, let's not bring up the other guy.
So you keep talking. We're just going to pop this over your head. Just there. There we go. Nice.
So... Thanks for the bag, Jeff.
That's all right. You feeling better now, Derek?
It's just weird.
Yeah, I know, but with the bag situation.
It's really fucking weird. I've got a bag on my pissing head.
I feel like... You don't get to talk right now. Mister, I'm in a bag and was in a stone.
Silence.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Derek, your face is leaking. What's happening?
I feel like we should give him some sort of scar or something to make him look different. Maybe take one of his eyes or
keep the bag.
I'm not keeping the bag.
You could cut eye holes in the bag.
I don't want eye holes in the bag. I'm taking the bag off.
No.
How about a mouth hole? That sounds weird. But you're making it weird.
You're making it weird.
No, it's already weird. You came out of a stone and you're possessing the body of our dead friend who apparently is your own brother, but we can't be sure of that because every time we've met a member of your fucking family, it's ended in horrible tragedy.
Literally, the only cool one has been Malrus, and now he's apparently not here.
Yeah.
But he's also here.
And all we're doing is asking you to keep a goddamn bag on your head, and you can't even do that for us. Fuck you, Milo.
We don't know if you're good or evil. We don't know if you're like Cade.
Look, I just want to help you guys. We need to sort all these items out for Timbers.
Yeah, you say you want to help us, but I'm pretty sure that's what someone who doesn't want to help us would say if they were trying to trick us into thinking that we wanted to help us.
That's a very good point. You should listen to Jeff. He's the smartest of all of us.
And that's scary.
No, I'm quite scared.
Well, only because Malrus is dead.
Yeah, only because Malrus is
obviously.
dead. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
I thought that was been on my head the entire time.
No.
Look, do you want to know how I died, or are you just going to talk between yourselves?
Yeah, that's fair. Now he's got his bag. Can he tell us a story?
But he's not dead, though. I don't give a shit how he died.
I want to know.
Let the sack talk.
Did he choke?
Look, I was out on a job with Malrus.
What sort of job?
The burglary.
No idea what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, it's all rumour and hearsay.
Anyway, we got to this art facility. Cade found us. I pushed him through a portal, and then Cade captured me. Cade took me to a prison, strapped me to a chair, and then...
every time. All Thor has to do is move his hand.
It must have been some sort of arcane magical chair or something, and
Was there a hole in the bottom of the chair?
no, there was no hole, as far as I'm aware. Next thing I knew, I could see Malrus, and then I couldn't see anything, and I could just hear everything.
So you didn't necessarily die?
Well, no, I wasn't in my body anymore. I was in this pissing stone.
So your body might still be somewhere.
It's been about 2 years now. I can't imagine it's going to be any good.
But would you go back into it if we could find it for you?
I don't think that's the main...
Can you enter yourself?
Possibly.
Can we put you back in a stone?
Put me back in the
Is that
stone?
like a transportation? Like, do you... Like, we did this thing, I don't know if you were there, where we got into balls.
What?
So is that like a thing where you can go into a stone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know if he was there, because with the Icosamon.
Icosamon? What are they?
Wait.
Malrus was with...
I know what happened. When you went into those machines, you were turned into Icosamon.
Yeah.
You lost all your stuff. So...
Yeah, Casper disappeared, didn't he?
Who's Casper?
That's not important right
can
now.
I take this back over my head? It's a bit stuffy in here.
When you went into the machines, when Malrus went into the machine, you all lost all your gear, all your weapons.
I'm just going to lean over to Milo and go, get used to this.
If Malrus had the Milo stone, that would have disappeared somewhere when he became the doppelganger. So he would have... If the ears, the stone... The ears on the stone wouldn't have heard anything because they would have disappeared somewhere because Malrus didn't have his kit with him.
So
he wouldn't know anything about it.
Mr. Milo, do you remember us going to the Orcish Republic?
What's that? I mean, I have heard of it, but I've never been there.
That makes sense.
But surely he would have been there until we got put in those machines, and that wasn't straight away.
Yeah, but it was nighttime and a bit stormy.
Yeah,
it couldn't have really been anywhere. Didn't necessarily know we were on our way to the Orcish Republic. I don't know.
But he wouldn't have heard anything about all the adventures and the cardboard beds or any of that nonsense.
Where is this stone now?
Yeah.
Nightmare.
I won fair and square, though.
Anyway, explain to me, what are these Icosamon?
That's not really very relevant or important, and I feel like it's backtracking a little bit, possibly more of a previously on recap kind of thing.
So meta.
But right
What's
now,
a previously on recap?
Again,
you're confusing the bag.
Oh, you know what? This is getting silly. Jeff's going to rip the bag off his head.
No. Thank you. I was getting stuffy in there.
Puts a plastic one.
I actually have something that might help us differentiate him from his brother. If you really want to be our friend and our ally,
suck my dick.
Just
no.
Just
got that out.
Just pop this on your head. I'm just gonna put the flat cap onto Milo's head.
Just an observation. He is also wearing a duck.
Does that mean the duck's Brummy?
I think the duck might be Brummy.
I guess we'll find out, Paul. I'm going to put it over the... Sorry. No, I'm just going to put it over so it's like the duck.
How do you quack in Brummy?
I don't know, but I don't think I have to do it.
I wasn't asking you.
This is Instagram worthy.
The fact that also Milo's not going to have any idea that any of this is going on with the duck.
No.
So he...
Yeah.
Well, I bought the duck, but I've forgotten, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that didn't work.
Oh, quack. Quack, mate.
Quack, mate.
Alright.
It can speak. That's what the hat does.
Got me bread.
What? Did you say all right, Nick?
Well, that didn't work.
You got any bread, mate?
No, that's bad.
Your duck is really freaking me out now, Mark.
No, he's lovely.
Milo.
What duck?
That duck.
Oh my god, this doesn't need more confusion.
It's me, mate.
Okay,
Quick, get all this.
I'm going to take the duck off his head and put the cap onto Milo's head.
Can you take the duck off?
I guess roll to hit.
You're going to take 30 damage off him. That's what you do.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, yeah.
First natural 20 of the big recording weekend. And it was
Well
used
done.
to take a duck off a man's head.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I guess you can remove the duck.
Oh, there's a duck.
I was going to point. Does he now know there's a duck?
There's a duck there, yeah.
Give me that.
No.
Give me that.
No.
I'll roll to it.
Oh, fucking hell. Go on. What was it?
Oh, we just had the polar opposite. Of the
That was a
first.
1.
Oh, it's about a 20 and then a 1.
Okay. Here's how we're going to resolve that. You make a lunge. You make a lunge for the duck, and you trip and fall flat on your face. And the shock of that knocks the dagger out of the wall, and it hits you.
Ooh.
4 piercing damage.
Does the cap stay on his head?
Yes, it does.
Oh, you got to put the cap on, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that look like it.
And I now want to hear Milo say "ow" in Brummy.
Ow.
Ow.
Bloody hell, mate! It hurts.
Bloody hell. Right, I'm just going to flip this off anyway, because I don't want it on my head.
All right.
This Milo is an arsehole.
You're an arsehole, Derek.
Looks like that dagger's torn him a new arsehole. You need to take that out.
Tough,
Can I
talk
have
for
that back?
No. Tough talk for a man on the floor with a dagger in his behind.
Give me
I
that
didn't
back.
say it was in his ass, but okay.
It's canon.
What are the rules on the duck? If I pick it up, do I instantly want to put it on my own head?
No, it's
No, it's just in your hand. Once you put it on,
once you put it on, you forget it exists.
yeah, you forget you bought it. You forget it's on your head. Everything.
Lads, it seems like he really wants this duck back. I say we keep it as insurance, if it's sort of all he seems to care about at the moment. I'm going to name you Jonathon.
Jonathan the duck.
Do I put it into Bob?
Please add Jonathon the duck to your inventory, I guess.
And I will take those fucking 30 hit points off my...
No.
I didn't see it playing out like that, but okay.
No, did I?
Right,
Thank you,
scuffles
Derek.
aside, what's the plan, team? What are we doing?
I'm getting my duck back.
Right now?
This entire episode is just...
Is this a duck fight?
It's a duck fight.
I'm going to do the sort of kung fu. I'm going to hold the duck like behind
I'm going
and
to
reach
walk
out.
up the stairs
Keth, I've got a 5
Right.
on Derek.
off the Valkyrie.
5 gold on
Okay,
Derek.
dagger still in your ass. Yep.
Ooh, no.
Pull it out on the way out.
All right, you're pulling it out.
10 for Milo. All right. Yeah, I'll take that action.
All right.
And
Right.
I'm going to open the bottle.
I mean, you're on board.
I'm going to climb off. I'm going to climb up on deck of the Fallen Cleric.
Right, okay.
Have they followed me yet?
Yeah, we're following the action because we've got money on it.
Yeah. And I'm going, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Come on, mate.
Okay. This is complicated.
I'm not in it for a fight. I'm just getting off the cleric. Not the cleric, the Valkyrie.
So you climb aboard the fallen cleric.
And I'm going to put the Valkyrie back in its bottle. And hopefully those 3 will be off the ship by the time I do it.
Okay. Can the rest of you please roll dexterity checks?
Okay.
Check or saving throw?
Check, please.
Hold on.
Did not sound good.
It didn't sound promising.
Did not.
Instead of that, can I just use my grappling hook? And just...
Sure.
12 I got.
Okay.
4.
Oh. I rolled badly. I also got a 4, but I get +8 dexterity check.
I got a 2, but I get a +2.
Very nearly the worst you could have done.
I hope nothing terrible happens because, like, we're just watching. If something. Okay, let's see how this plays out.
Okay.
I've agreed to take the bet with you, at which point I imagine the ship is going to disappear.
So, Derek, you Batman the fuck out of there. And you two are on deck and heading towards following.
At this point, knowing that those two are the only two that are still on board the Valkyrie, I'm going to hesitate.
Nope. That's not what you said.
Yeah, you said you.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I just remembered what happened to the cats.
Fine, let's put them in.
As you're on deck, you see Milo remove the cork from said bottle, and Keth, you dive over the side of the ship. And Jeff, you attempt to dive over the side of the ship, but trip.
Classic Jeff.
Yep. And just as you stand up, you arise to see a gigantic Milo.
Oh, yeah.
Horribly distorted.
Oh. Honey, I Shrunk the Jeff.
And the Valkyrie is stationary now.
Oh my God. Hello?
There's a weird echo to your voice.
Hello? Oh, hello? Can anybody hear me?
I can't do Casper's voice any higher than that.
Who?
Yeah.
Malrus, Milo, Keth, Derek, anyone? Timbers?
Meow.
Oh. Hello. Oh, it's Mr. Whiskas.
Thank you for pronouncing his name correctly.
How else would you say?
Okay, Milo, you have a Jeff in a bottle.
Excellent.
Jeff's purring.
Yeah, I was going to say Jeff's purring for some reason.
Jeff is delighted. Keth's out at what? Just
from the point of view in the bottle.
Yep.
As the bottle moves around, does it feel like, or is it just perfectly still inside?
There's a sort of microgravity in it.
Right, like the sort of the ship's sort of like a slight sway. Kind of thing.
No, it's fixed.
Oh, okay.
There's a sort of microgravity inside the bottle.
Right.
But obviously the view out is bizarre. Because
okay.
If the bottle's upside down, you can see the world gigantic and upside down and distorted by the curvature of the glass.
I mean, if there's no repercussions, I quite like this.
I didn't say there was no repercussions.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
You're in the sea. You're in the bay.
Is the fallen cleric at anchor?
Oh, it certainly is. Yes.
So Keth then rises to the surface, shakes his hair out all magnificently,
Gonna do a
almost
James
in slow
Bond.
motion.
Yes.
And then starts to climb the anchor chain.
Okay, roll another dexterity check for me.
Okay, cool. I shall. That is a 15.
Yep, you manage to clamber aboard. You scale the anchor chain and find yourself aboard the fallen cleric with a scene which Milo and Derek shall now describe.
Well, as soon as I get on deck, I'm going to look down at the Jonathon, the small duck in my hand, and I would like to use an action to cast Animal Friendship from my onto him.
Okay.
Which is a spell that lets me convince a beast that I mean it no harm. I choose a beast that I see within range, so that'll be Jonathon the duck. If the beast intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for the spell's duration.
I can't imagine a duck has a wisdom of 4 or more.
Well, that's the RSPB. All of them, all signing up.
There goes that sponsorship. Thank you.
I mean, I can check. I can look it up.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. Let's
all
find
the
out.
ducks are turned off.
I don't know if anyone else has ever asked this question before, but let's find out. D&D.
Out of 20.
IV.
How would you rate the intelligence of a
Duck.
Depends on the
Wisdom.
type of
Oh,
duck.
duck stats. There we
It's
go.
intelligence of 4 or less.
Mallard?
giant duck. It's not a giant duck, it's just a duck.
It's just a normal duck.
It's a regular old duck.
Common or garden duck.
Yes. Right. Duck.
Goose.
Yay!
No, I'm getting giant duck stats. Let's see.
How did it end up like
We
this?
told you wouldn't have been able to plan everything.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're not wrong. You didn't disappoint. Yes. Oh, here we go. Right. A duck.
And duck.
And duck. Duckling, young dirtle. Oh, dear me.
Ooh.
Dirtles? No.
A dirtle?
Duck and a
It's a
turtle.
duck and a turtle. Duck. Here we go. Right. You want
great,
intelligence,
but
yes?
really shells.
It's intelligence of 2 with a modifier of -4.
So
Imagine the conception.
I'm going to look down
Imagine
at
the
Jonathan
meal.
the duck and say,
Oh, delicious. Anyway.
"Hi there, little fella. Your name's Jonathan. You're my best friend now. Don't trust him." And I'm going to just gently turn the duck's head round to look at Milo and go, "He's evil. He wants to turn you into a pancake." I don't know either. Some people are just horrible. And then I'm going to look Milo to the eye.
Very good.
No!
Anyway, Jonathan.
Give me a minute, Jeff.
Anyway, Jonathan. Lovely talking to you. And I'm just going to put him down and let him roam around the ship to his heart's content. Don't fly off. You're free now, but only in the bounds of this ship.
You're as free as a zoo animal.
Don't think of this as a present.
Think of it as a big gilded cage.
Okay. So that happens. And...
Where's Jeff? And what did you do to them?
I think Jeff's in this bottle. I'm just going to hold the bottle up.
You better let him out right now.
I will let him out.
If you don't let him out, I will kill that fucking duck. Don't get me wrong.
Not you, Jonathan.
Not you, Jonathan.
Don't smash the bottle!
Kill it.
Don't do it!
Or I could just kill you instead.
You don't want to do that. You'll need my help.
So far, you're the only one saying that, and I don't believe you.
Fine. I'm just going to, I guess, dimension door away towards Nancy's bar.
Okay.
Ooh.
More spells. What do you need to do, I guess?
Keth's still drying his
It's
hair.
been a while.
He's wringing his out.
I'm going to teleport myself from my current location to any other location within range, which is 500 foot.
Oh, yeah.
I arrive exactly at the spot desired. It can be a place that I can see or one that I can visualize. So basically what I want to do is just dimension door, and then I'm just going to let the Valkyrie out in the sea and go, "Sorry, Jeff."
Jeff, you feel very strange as the Valkyrie returns to regular size. And
Derek, yes, Malrus.
Is he a decrepit old man?
Can you roll 1d6 for me?
This is the amount of decades you'll have aged.
5.
Oh, 50 years old.
Okay, and can you roll 1d4 for me?
50. 53.
You lose 3 wisdom points.
Oh!
Oh, shit.
It's not even something that he wanted to do in the first place. It's just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
3 wisdom.
Oh, he's laminated that, James. You can't write that then. And you've ruined it. The ladies and gentlemen will be most unimpressed.
Oh, they will. It's true.
So,
Bloody laminate.
And after that, I'm guessing he's going to get off the ship.
Probably might do. We probably don't have a clue what's going on anymore.
I'm going to jump. The second it appears, there's that little moment of, and he's just going to leg it full speed at the open side of the deck that he can see and just dive.
The new not so wise Jeff, would he do that?
Would he land on
Would he go on the not so which side is the not so wise Jeff going for?
It's whatever, I would say whatever's in front of him.
Okay,
literally, it's so open up. The boat disappeared. I was tiny. Just get off the boat. Just leg it at the water in front of him.
Yeah, okay.
Nice swan dive into the beach instead of the sea.
Oh.
Splosh.
Don't do that again. Right.
Sorry. I'm just going to put the Valkyrie back in his bottle and walk off. I'm going back home now.
Jeff's shitting himself. Like, that's just like, what is going on? Like, he's trapped me in a bottle. He's let me out. His bottle's back in. Derek, Keth, where are you?
I do feel sorry for you.
I don't like this.
I'm going to make my way over to Jeff as best as I can to make sure that he's all right.
I'm going to start gently paddling towards the nearest figure that I can see, which I'm hoping would be Derek.
Keth has got no idea what's going on because he was at, like, say, like the bow of the fallen cleric, like
just wringing his dreads out,
retying them up, and then all he would have seen is you disappear with a bottle. Sorry, for the ladies and gentlemen, Milo disappear. Milo disappear with a bottle in his hand, just, and then you, Derek, just jumps off the ship.
I'm just trying to get to Jeff as quickly as possible. So if that's, how far are we from the shore on the fallen?
Well, you're sort of anchored, sort of with a short little row in one of the little longboats to the beach.
Imagine like the width of the ship, because it would have appeared on this thing. I could have jumped onto the beach. It didn't. I jumped into the water, so I've jumped basically the entire ship's width.
Yeah, basically
away from the shore. Away from the shore.
Is it a harbour or away from the beach?
Just away from the beach.
Away from the beach. That's a longboat in.
Yeah. It's a short
you
longboat.
You don't run aground, so it's a good swim.
Yeah.
Or a good row.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do then. I'll just chuck one of the smaller longboats off the side of the. Release that.
As he's doing that,
back up.
Can I utilise Umberlee's blessing to just help push me in the direction?
Sure, you can.
Umberlee, sorry, love. This has happened again. Could I have a bit of a push in that direction? I know you're mainly wind, but I know you can do sea too. So there's some fish around here. Can you sort of like get him to nudge me like Aquaman?
No.
And at that moment, a swordfish swims up and
spikes you.
Shut up, Tom.
And it swims in between your legs and swims you to the store.
Yeehaw! Jeff comes charging towards Derek on his new swordfish friend.
Keth, are you okay? Where the fuck is Keth?
Keth jumped off the ship. I don't know what's going on. I just kind of want to go home to Alan, to be honest. Alan's been there all day. I don't know what's going on. This has all been a lot. I left him this morning. There was bacon. There was duvets. It was lovely. Now, there's people coming from stones, trapping me in bottles, kicking me out. Honestly, I don't like my life being this fucking weird.
I don't blame you. And I think we should, as a group, we should take it up with Milo, because he doesn't seem to have any care for the consequences of his actions. He did that without thinking about how it would affect you. And can I just make an investigation check just to see, does he look okay? Does he look the same?
Yeah, roll roll investigation.
That is a 17.
Now, at 17, you can tell that it looks a little bit stunned, almost.
Jeff, I'm just going to do that thing with my finger in the air, just to see, is he tracking my...
Ooh.
Snap out of it, Jeff.
Sorry, that was really cool. What's going on?
Well, Milo just put you and Keth... And I don't even... Keth is probably dead, right? Let's face it.
Yeah, probably at this point. We can just accept that he's gone.
Too far, aren't you? I'm still on the ship, and you guys are now on the beach, I take it?
It's true. Yeah.
It's all good. So, I'll do a couple of things.
Okay.
As he's standing up on the fallen cleric, can I roll an insight?
What are you trying to do?
I want to see where Milo's gone. Basically, they've all left. I want to see where they've all gone.
So, if you're just trying to see where he is, that would be a perception check.
Sorry, perception.
Yeah.
And I was, because it's quite far, kind of look through one of my weapon sights.
Sure.
Advantage?
No, just let you see that far.
Okay.
Let's try.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh.
You identify his location immediately.
Then can I use my FaceTime watch? Because I imagine, Keth would imagine that Milo has still got, in Malrus's body, it's still got his item.
Sure, yeah.
So
It's a fair assumption.
Sound logic.
Give you a call on your FaceTime watch.
Ring. Ring.
Yeah.
Ring. I'm just going to press the button on it.
Okay.
Milo, where are you going?
I'm going home.
I'm about to go through a tunnel.
So Milo tells his tale with a helpful flashback moment. Myra is packing hurriedly, then back to the present. Distrust from all the bucks and bizarre bickering ensues. Milo suggests they all go to Valkyrie, and there's a ladder to pursue. Myra speaks of friends he made, a tear or two are shed. Derek can't look Milo's face, so Jeff puts a bag on his head. Sucking the Valkyrie into his ball, Milo traps Jeff inside. Derek steals Milo's duck. Jeff's released, but seems less wise. Will the Bucks reconcile the squabble? Does Milo even care? Well, I guess you'll find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Now then, you lovely lot, we need your help. We want to make our piratical adventures simply the best D&D 5e podcast out there on the seven seas. So, we've decided to be very brave indeed and launch our very own Roll Britannia Patreon page. And don't you worry, though we may be scoundrels and vagabonds in the Shattered Lands, we're certainly not going to be stealing your hard-earned booty to line our own coffers. All of the money that we raise, we want to plough right back into the show so that we can be the best that we can be. So, what's in it for me, I hear you say? Well, there's a whole treasure chest worth to be had. There's exclusive Buccaneer prologues so that you learn some of the secrets about your favourite heroes and where it all began. You'll be able to read the finest tabloid on the high seas, the Daily Teledath. You can get your hands on ARC exclusive merchandise that you won't find in our shop. And the best part? Your very own handcrafted, beautifully made and totally unique piece of crap art, drawn just for you by your favourite Buccaneer. Just look for Roll Britannia on patreon.com, or, even easier, just follow the links on our social media pages and let us navigate the way for you. And worry not, the nautical antics of the Roll Britannia Buccaneers will still be available every Wednesday as usual. Absolutely free. And we certainly wouldn't want any of our amazing loyal fans spending any more than they can afford. We wouldn't have gone anywhere without our amazing band of followers. So, with your help and support, you, yes you, can make the show even better.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.